Hi Dad, are you ready
Hi.
for 11 questions with College Smart?
All right.
Okay, शर्मा जी के बच्चे तो इंडिया के बेस्ट कॉलेजेस में पढ़ रहे थे, आपने अपने बच्चों को यूएसए भेजा 20 गुना पैसे लगा के. हाउ डू यू फील?
यार आई फील एक Ferrari वैसे आ सकती थी. I could get a Ferrari, but probably instead of going in for a depreciating asset, I thought चलो थोड़े appreciating assets में लगा लेते.
Fun. So what was the biggest motivation behind sending us abroad for higher education?
I would say at all times, I always had this feeling कि you would get far more exposed, you will be far more confident, you'll be ready to face this world.
Okay, and do you see
Mhm.
a clear difference in career opportunities for us after studying abroad?
Absolutely, yes. I would say, you guys were ready even while you were in the college. The type of experience, the hands-on experience that you could get, you were ready. Aziz was even working on a co-op, which is as good as working in a job on a big project, and companies over there give you a great exposure to work on. Vis-a-vis here, you just have an eye wash.
Okay, and we should send one child abroad in undergrad or postgrad?
I would say sooner the better. If you can't send it in undergrad, then definitely try the postgrad.
And what's one
Mm.
financial tip you'd give other parents considering this journey?
Uh, I would say you should start saving for education, then saving more for weddings of your children.
Okay. And what's the funniest excuse Aziz or I have given for not calling home?
Uh, I think one thing I remember is when Aziz told me, though you guys were always calling me probably in the family twice a day, but one thing is when Aziz said that, Dad, I won't be able to attend to your calls for the next 2 days. I'm going out on some college projects. And that was a time when he actually surprised me on my birthday when he was there right from US.
Yes, I
So,
remember.
yeah.
And what's one thing we do now that proves we've become independent?
What you do now, say it again.
What's one thing we do now that proves we've become independent?
I would say you guys are pretty independent. Now you are able to buy gifts from me without asking money from me. And you are taking your own financial decisions, spending your own money, investing. So that's the great thing I'm happy about.
Okay. And what are some of the biggest changes you've noticed in us since we studied abroad?
Changes you guys are definitely what I expected. I have those. You guys are financially independent. You guys are more confident. You're ready to face this world. You understand any challenges. You're ready to face any failures. I would say that's the best I would say. And you are brought up in a far better value system. That's what I would say more than that.
Okay. So when you had to send us abroad, how did you choose a counselor?
Uh, for me, choosing a counselor was more like, choosing someone which is, getting more value in terms of which is more hands-on, which understands what it needs to be done, what sort of universities are required, give us a guidance. Then someone who is basically just frightening us with the you know uh, like that. Okay, you're going to US and this is going to be so difficult, and just to charge more money, they just try to create a pressure, which is something which I would not really expect. I would expect someone to really give me a comfort that, okay, this is a way to go forward.
Okay. And if you could go back and do one thing differently in
Hmm.
this journey, what would it be?
What different I would do in this journey is I would prepare you much early, I would say. Because in your case, both the cases, you guys were like, you got ready to go overseas 6 months before time in July. But I would say if I could do it, I would prepare you 2 years ahead at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the best piece of advice you've received about sending your child abroad?
I would say one should just send them, get them some good values, send them abroad. You will be far better off. It is just one time investment that you're doing for the life of your children.
Okay. And if there's one advice you could give to a parent who's sending their child abroad and are on the fence about it, what would that be?
I would say just jump that fence. Don't wait. Just give your child the value system, give them some good values, and they will come out much better.
Okay. Off to office now.
All right. Thank you.